reselling is this good for sneaker culture? I'm not really sure. I think now it's just an accepted part of sneaker culture, unfortunately. A lot of times when people think of reselling, it's people who are buying things, looking to resell them rather quickly.
Any Nike collaboration that's with like a big celebrity name, like recently Travis Scott, and also like, you know, Kanye with his Yeezys, they were Nike first and then Adidas. But like any big celebrity name has a lot of hype, is normally gonna sell for like 5 times the retail price of like $200. So like you're looking at like $1,000.
Nike and Jordan have had numbers of items, especially Jordan brand, has long had great success with the secondary market. And the secondary market fuels the retail market. People have this, FOMO that if they have the opportunity to purchase, they better purchase it, because if they don't, it's going to go up in value to the point where they won't be able to purchase it for that retail price.
When things go back in stock, it's going to give you coupon codes, and it's going to let you know when things drop in price. The great thing about this is you can actually create a list. And let's say, for example, we want to create a resale list. So you can really look out for sneakers that you're just waiting to go under retail. Now, sometimes buying sneakers under retail is the best because you're able to get that profit.
Your biggest ones are StockX, Goat, and eBay. Those are the largest platforms for online sales.
StockX is cool as like a data. It's cool to see a snapshot of the market.
There are some other players in the mix, of course. Flight Club, which is now owned by Goat. Stadium Goods is another player in the space.
The thing about some of these platforms is fakes that are slipping through. And I know people that have like ended up with fakes on StockX, and like, I don't know how easily they can combat this process with like fake sneakers, which is like really killing the whole market. Like, that's why I'd say it's like just like a big problem.
A lot of consumers, like, they'll have the sneakers app on their phone and maybe they'll give it a try, but a lot of consumers just kind of don't even try to purchase at retail anymore. They just know, it's going to be so much headache. I just hope that the damage isn't so bad buying on the secondary market. If people are willing to pay a certain price for a certain item, that's kind of establishing a market price. If you're a brick and mortar retailer that sells these highly sought after shoes, some people will say like they're nothing more than just a step in a distribution channel. They're not necessarily a retailer anymore. They're just a distributor that goes from brand to brick and mortar to, reseller. And the reseller then sells it to the end consumer on one of the platforms. So, it's kind of it's an unfortunate thing, because a lot of these stores didn't start out to be part of the reselling economy or ecosystem. But in a few short years, it has forced a lot of them to become that.
So back then, it was actually way more stigmatized to be a sneaker reseller. Or like everyone was way more pure. Like they were like, oh, you're like ripping everyone off. Like, we just want to buy the shoes. Like, sneakerheads will never, we don't want to pay resale. We're never going to flip and make money. But it's shifted a lot. And that's part of why I started my website, or that's what gave me the idea to start my website, to kind of destigmatize, people are just straight up resellers.
You can't convince a consumer who has never experienced what it was like to purchase shoes in an older way, the benefits of it, or you'll have a hard time convincing a younger consumer who doesn't know any way of finding out about shoes or buying shoes or talking about shoes off their iPhone, what it was like and what was great about offline activity. Who've never lined up for a pair of shoes in a camp out in a first come first serve type of thing, to understand why that would be enjoyable. So I think what has changed so much is that the reason why people go to purchase shoes has changed a lot. A lot of people see it as a means to an end of profit and, making some money. That part of the thrill is what can you buy that you can make money on? And if people enjoy that chase, that's fine. But I think for a lot of consumers, especially older ones who came into shoes to buy something that maybe had a nostalgic memory of their childhood or a pair of shoes they wanted to wear themselves, I think there's a disconnect between the two. And I think that's why you have this angst and aggression between different parts of sneaker culture.